Hello and welcome to the Cosmos video channel. We are an online store specializing in cosplay costumes. You are now listening to our original novel, The Extraordinary Werewolf. If you have any interest in cosplay outfits, you can contact us at cosmos.com. Now, let's begin the story. Previously, on The Extraordinary Werewolf, Glenn, having encountered the nasty young noble Larval, the curly-haired teddy bullying a poor old man and his daughter, intervened by delivering a resounding slap to the boy's face and easily defeating his armed thugs. Larval fled in tears, but not before Glenn ensured the noble knew his name and address, Glenn Nibanklu, resident of Bayektown, thereby accepting the challenge of the aristocracy. Now, let us return to the scene at Maze Academy Gate where the action unfolds. Before the middle-aged man could reply, Larval suddenly released his collar and stormed off in a huff. He hadn't walked far when he came face to face with a familiar sight, and Larval shrieked like a pig scared out of his wits.
"Shall I escort you?"
Glenn asked with a smile. Larval roared, "Get lost."
"Get lost, you bastard! It seems I didn't hit you hard enough."
Larval instantly clamped his mouth shut. He glared fiercely at Glenn, then cautiously skirted around him and ran off. "Hey, outsiders are not allowed near here," the middle-aged man inside the gate shouted.
"Got it."
"Got it," Glenn replied, then slowly and unhurriedly walked away. In town, Glenn bought several sets of clothes that fit him, as well as some tools like hammers and rivets. Only then did he load his parcels onto the cart and head back. The sun had set when he left, and it was quite late when he returned home. In Bayektown, several swift black shadows quickly darted into the corners upon spotting Glenn. Glenn merely glanced around curiously, deciding not to bother them. He moved the items from the cart into the house, then picked up his kerosene lantern and walked towards the forest outside the town. He wanted to check on the prey he had caught that morning. The faint yellow light swayed as he walked, and the rusty lantern frame creaked. Glenn's shadow stretched long across the quiet street. In truth, he didn't need the lantern to see at night, but the light made him feel more comfortable. The beast, sleeping near the trap, suddenly perked up its ears, raised its head, and sniffed the air. It quickly recognized the arrival. It sat up excitedly, heading toward the light appearing in front of it.
"All right. First tell me if anything happened while I was away."
"All right. First tell me if anything happened while I was away," Glenn asked, gently pushing away the beast's large furry head that tried to nuzzle him. The beast gave a soft whimper, indicating that nothing had occurred. Glenn nodded, stepping lightly to the edge of the trap and holding the light closer. The black boars, which had been frantic when caught, were now fast asleep, including the deer. "Sleep well. My future livelihood depends on you." Glenn smiled contentedly and instructed the beast, "Keep watching."
"Keep watching. If anything happens that you can't handle, come find me immediately."
The beast immediately raised its head, signaling its understanding. Glenn patted its neck, grabbed the lantern, and returned the way he came. Larval's family lived in a grand manor near Dude Town. When the young master of the estate returned, the servants' mouths dropped open in shock.
"My goodness! Who did this to the young master? It is dreadful! Quickly, go tell the mistress. This is a serious matter."
Larval, who had been crying all the way from the school, ignored the servants and suddenly cranked up his volume, wailing even louder. His screams could be heard throughout the entire manor. In one of the manor's courtyards, 3 elegantly dressed, refined noblewomen were chatting and laughing. Despite the undertones of rivalry in their conversation, the scene appeared quite harmonious. This picture of domestic bliss was instantly shattered by Larval's ear-splitting cries.
"Heavens! Who is that? Crying so hideously! It is utterly indecent!"
Lady Sophia, her eyebrows furrowed, cried out, her expression quickly changing.
"It is my Larval."
Ignoring the questions from her 2 friends, She hastily rose, lifted her skirt, and rushed toward the source of the noise. Turning a corner down a long corridor, Sophia saw her disheveled son approaching her, surrounded by several servants. He broke into the school and hit me, and he hit my guards. What? She shrieked, rushing forward to inspect him. Larvel's left cheek was severely swollen purple and red, with bloodstains around his mouth and nose. Combined with the tear streaks, Lady Sophia's heart was breaking and her voice trembled.
My darling, tell me what happened. How did you get like this?
Larvel bawled. It was a commoner.
A commoner! He broke into the school and hit me! And he hit my guards!
What? A commoner?
Sophia's voice rose to a shriek. The boundless rage almost made her faint.
This brazen commoner must be hanged on the gallows! I swear upon the honor of the Dequire family!
She turned to a maidservant nearby.
How long until the master returns?
He should be on his way back, madam. The maid stammered in fear.
The maid stammered in fear.
Hurry and rush him! Tell him the young master is injured.
Yes, madam.
Berlin is leaving tomorrow. Why won't he see me?
Lord Charis, dressed in noble attire, murmured inside his moving carriage.
My lord, perhaps Lord Berlin has his own difficulties. He does not wish to create a rift between you.
He does not wish to create a rift between you. The middle-aged gentleman dressed as a butler said gently from outside the carriage.
Meaning he knows what I want to see him about, so he won't meet me.
Charis wondered. He ordered urgently.
I believe. Yes.
Yes, the butler replied after a slight pause. Their conversation was abruptly cut short as the carriage suddenly stopped.
What is the matter?
Charis frowned displeased.
My lord, the young master is hurt. The mistress told me to hurry you back.
A frantic female voice reached the carriage. Charis's face immediately changed.
To the manor! Accelerate! Celeris!
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord, the butler agreed, whipping the horses to speed up. Half an hour later, with a neigh from the horses, the carriage quickly arrived at the manor. Charis rushed out.
Where is Larvel?
He asked, walking and leaning on his cane.
In the living room, my lord.
In the living room, my lord, a maidservant accompanying him replied. Charis paused, turning to ask his son, where is that commoner Glen? Now, he said he lives in Bayek town. Larvel sobbed. Yes, go to Bayek town and bring him back to me. Understood. Barber had only taken a few steps before he heard Charis's voice raise a few octaves, shouting to stop him. Wait a minute. Barber turned back, confused. Larvel, what did you say? That commoner lives in Bayek town? When Charis saw his wife and son in the living room, he demanded what exactly happened.
What exactly happened?
Are you blind?
Lady Sophia pointed fiercely at Larvel's face. Only then did Charis truly notice his son's pitiful state. He threw his cane down, stepped forward, and roared, who did this?
Who did this?
It was a commoner named Glen. He must be arrested and hanged on the gallows.
Sophia said viciously.
Father, I am in so much pain.
Larvel whimpered pitifully at the opportune moment.